Hey everyone, what's going on? Ben, your agent, and I'm here with
Kristina,
Christi-
hello.
Kristina
Kristina
Park.
Park.
We're very casual today, but actually, Christina, you don't even. It's right. I think you press go live now on your Instagram. So,
Um,
um,
oh, I did.
okay, perfect, awesome. So, thank you for tuning in, everyone. Today is Casual Tuesday. We're just like chilling, wearing our t-shirts,
Yeah,
but yeah, why not, right? So,
that's right.
um, let me tell you guys a little about Christina if you never met her. Those that are streaming on my platform, and then I'll tell about myself for those audience in your platform. Um, Christina is a actual attorney, trust attorney, that is local, that does estate planning. She offers a variety of services for estate planning, and she helps clients throughout California, but mainly Contra Costa and Alameda counties.
Yeah, and
Did I
also
say?
Orange County. So I serve the
Okay.
Greater Bay Area.
Yes.
That's normally like Contra Costa, Alameda, and then San Francisco. And I have a lot of clients down in Orange County, down in Southern California.
Awesome. Awesome. And just a little about me. I've been a realtor now for my 5th year. And basically, I specialize in new home construction, actually, but I also help from a range of first time home buyers to um, home sellers as well. And to even people that want to sell land. Christina, I just explore more into the land category. So variety of any residential or land, I definitely help with, and my brokerage definitely helps with commercial as well. And our team is all over Southern California. So we're from LA County all the way to Inland Empire, Orange County, and San Diego County. So today, I want you guys to, as well, before we start, this is going to be an ongoing live Q&A with me and Christina about trust and real estate. So if you have not followed our social media yet, please do so by clicking follow on our Instagram or our YouTube channel, and subscribe and hit the bell for the YouTube channel. So let's get into it. We're gonna talk about 2 questions every time we go on live here. And I just told Christina earlier, I just met with an amazing couple yesterday, clientele who are homeowners and also looking to buy their next investment property. So I asked them, for every client I asked, do you have a living trust? And they said, no, we've been thinking about this. I'm like, why haven't you done it? So I told them there's actually 2 types of trusts, right, Christina? So
Mm-hmm.
the first question to you, Christina, is what is a revocable living trust?
Yeah, so that's a very commonly asked question. And revocable living trust is a document that you put down um, who is going to be responsible to take care of all your assets if you are incapacitated or if you pass away.
Okay.
Yeah, I say if you pass away just to soften the blow, but we are all going to pass away one day. So it's more like when we pass away, who's
Okay.
going to be handling your assets.
Okay.
So without a revocable living trust, all your assets will go through what's called a probate process.
Mm-hmm.
That's a process where the state takes care of the assets of people who did not leave it pre-planned through a revocable living trust. So
Okay.
if you didn't plan who is going to take care of your stuff, who it's going to be inherited to, now who's going to have to take care of that and sort all that out? The government. So when the government takes it under their wings to does all that process, then they're going to take a percentage of your assets as a fee to process everything through that probate process. And that can be anywhere between 1 to 4% of your entire asset that you leave your family, depending on your asset level. And for anyone who is owning a home or an investment property, absolutely really recommend that they get a revocable living trust to save on the probate fees, as well as making sure that the property goes to the right people. Because if it's up to the state to decide who gets it, then it might not go to the person that you want it to be inherited to. So if you think about revocable living trust, it's a really smart way to leave your assets. And I often describe it as being personally responsible, right? Like taking personal responsibility as an adult for the assets that you have acquired, for it to flow down smoothly to the people that you mean for to inherit. You did mention irrevocable trust. So let me tell you, revocable is a word that basically tells you that this trust, or the terms that you put in the trust, like who should inherit and how it should be flowing down, who should be the administrator, all those things can be revoked, therefore revocable. So if you put something in the document and you change your mind about it in 5 years down the road, then you can, of course, revoke it. That's why it's called a revocable trust. And we call it living trust because while you are living, you can revoke it. So that's why it's called revocable living trust.
Repeat that one more time for those that missed that.
Of course. So when you are setting up a revocable living trust, it's called revocable because you can go back and change it anytime during your life, right? So anything that you put there is not set in stone, and you can change it and you can revoke it during your lifetime. Now, there is a different type of trust called irrevocable trust or irrevocable trust, depending on how you want to say it. It is a type of trust that is not revocable. I would actually change the caption there. Irrevocable trust is never a living trust. So it's irrevocable trust, not living. Living trust is a pet name for a revocable trust, but irrevocable trust is a trust that you set up that cannot be changed during your lifetime. Now, who will set up these kind of trusts? People who have a lot of money. People who do not want to make sure, people who do not want to pay 40% estate tax above anything that they own above $26 million. Currently, federal tax exemption for estate taxes is about $26 million per couple. And if you own more than $26 million, they will take 40% right off the top, above anything that you have above 26. So most of the people that are in our lives are not in that category. So they will be opting for a revocable trust to make sure that it goes to the people that they intended to, your assets. And then the person that you trust will be handling your assets to make sure that it goes down to the people that you want. So irrevocable trust, really expensive to set up and keep and upkeep, and applies to people who own more than $26 million. And then revocable living trust applies to everyday, anyone who has kids, anyone who has a home, anyone who cares about making sure their family doesn't go through court drama, and anyone who doesn't want to pay the state that percentage fee off your asset when you pass away.
Okay, there you go. There you have it, guys. So we want to let you guys know as well. You can follow us on IG, Facebook, TikTok. Our handles are right below, scrolling down there, and her office number is right there as well. And just for tuning in today and with us on our Q&A session live, you can actually get a 15-minute clarity call with Park Legacy Law Firm. Thank you, Kristina. And all you have to do is there's a link in the comments section right here. So I'm gonna just put. I think she posted.
I copied and pasted it again. Oh, there you go. Okay. No, I copied and pasted it again on the chat. There is actually a question on the chat who,
Yes.
you can actually do that. How to avoid Medi-Cal recovery? That's a really good question. So should I answer that now, or?
Of course, that's why we're here. Yeah,
All right.
please.
So Medi-Cal recovery, for those of you guys who don't know what Medi-Cal recovery is, let's say you're older. Let's talk about your parents. Your parents are older, and they need to go into a nursing home, right? And
What?
when you go
What?
into a nursing home, or like
Oh,
assisted living or a nursing home, and what usually happens is you will pay out of your pocket, or if you are able to qualify for what's a government program called Medi-Cal, then Medi-Cal is going to pay your nursing home expenses, right, until you get out of there. Normally, people get out of nursing home by passing away, so you are going to be in a nursing home on a Medi-Cal insurance that the government provides. But there used to be a catch where anything that you benefited from the government through Medi-Cal, you are going to have to pay back after you pass away. So a lot of the homes used to be clawed back. They call it clawback clause. Like they will claw back into what you own during your lifetime.
Oh, and that
After
can
you
be
pass
real
away. Yeah, and they will get their fees from whatever you own, like whether it be your home or other assets or bank accounts, things like that. The really cool thing that happened in 2017 is any primary residence that you own through a living trust, the revocable living trust that we talked about, is protected from Medi-Cal clawback. So how to avoid Medi-Cal recovery is the question. You want to make sure that your home is going to be in a trust. What that means is you meet an attorney, you set up a revocable living trust, and then make sure that attorney puts the house to the name of the trust. Then boom, right then and there, that home is never going to be reachable by Medi-Cal recovery, no matter how much Medi-Cal you used.
That's crazy. Okay.
So you want to make sure you do that. And then earlier last year, 2024, they passed a law that said that not only home, but anything that flows through the trust is going to be protected from Medi-Cal recovery. So that means any bank accounts in the name of the trust, or any, retirement accounts, or any other
like LLC
entities as well. Yep, entities as well. Anything. So now Medi-Cal recovery really only applies to probatable assets, meaning anything that's going through a probate is going to be open for Medi-Cal recovery and clawback. But anything that you can set up ahead of time, do some pre-planning to avoid probate, which is the whole point of setting up a living trust, then those things are not going to be reachable by Medi-Cal, even after you pass away. So that means, what does that mean? That means more money, more inheritance for your kids. It's a family home that is not lost to the government. So that's another really, really important, key fact about living trust that you can keep in mind, and make sure that when you are setting up a living trust, make sure all those assets get contained into the living trust. So I'm not sure if that answers your question. The same person said, can it be a revocable trust? It has to be a revocable trust.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hope that answers your question, Peace Mind. So going back, I just have a quick, just dive deeper a little bit. I know we're at time here, but irrevocable trust, you said there's no living in there. So this is basically can happen when the person dies, right? So versus the revocable living trust, it has to happen. All changes made has to happen while they're still alive, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So
an interesting thing, so like I will give you a little bit of legal knowledge there too. Irrevocable trust, that a revocable living trust that used to exist, once the people who set it up passed away, becomes irrevocable. Do you see what I did there?
Say that one more time.
So when the people who set it up, so let's say me and my husband set up a living trust,
Okay.
and then we pass away,
Okay.
then that revocable trust becomes an irrevocable trust now, because
Oh.
because the people who could revoke it passed away.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it starts most of them start as a revocable
Revocable
trust.
trust, and then it'll serve its purpose to avoid probate for the family. And once the people who set it up pass away, those are the only people who could have revoked it. But once they pass away, then it becomes irrevocable trust. And then,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Makes sense. Thank you, Claudia, for the like. I don't know, you know her, Claudia Ruiz. But yeah, if you guys gain some knowledge on this live today and it helped you out, or you watch this on replay as well, please, give us a like or drop a comment so we can attend it again, and Kristina or I will answer that comment.
Sure.
But please reach out to us. The office number is scrolling below, and get that 15-minute clarity call with Park Legacy Law Firm today. And thank you again, Kristina. We plan on doing this again next week. This time is okay with you?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm realizing that right now I've been doing like 100 days of 100 questions on my own personal Instagram and Facebook stories.
Yeah.
I'm realizing people have a lot of questions about
Yeah.
trust and estate planning, and some people don't even know what it is. So
Yeah.
like they really want to know, right? So
Yes.
and we are here to help. And yes, I could absolutely hop on same time next week. And then hopefully anything that we discussed today is going to be helpful and bring some clarity for people.
And if you're in Kristina's area, tell them about your event.
Oh, yeah. So tonight there's going to be an event called Estate Planning 101, What Every Parent Should Know. That's going to be in Livermore at 6:30. If you go to our website, you'll be able to find it. If you are also in Pleasant Hill, I'm putting together, I do this like maybe once a quarter or so, or like twice a year. It's called Whiskey and Wills. And I have a spread of whiskey and whiskey tasting, as well as some charcuterie, with a splash of estate planning education and some raffle prizes. So it's a really cool community event. People really love it. So if you're around Pleasant Hill area, join us on Thursday, March 27th at Pleasant Hill Community Center. And you can also find the registration link in our website, or you can just call that number 925-338-1225, and we'll be able to help you.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in again. Thank you, Kristina. And
thank you, man.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Stay cool.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.